Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Houston, Texas. It's Monday, December the 4th of 2023, and it is 6:03 a.m. with Rula Ryan, Special K, and Sam. Eric's out today. And happy Monday, friends. We are going to have a very busy week as we get deeper into December. This Thursday, we go live from Texas Children's Hospital for Houston's Little Heroes. It is our all-day event with KRBE and the hospital in an effort to raise money for Texas Children's, where all those dollars go right back to the hospital here in our area.
I think that's
families in our area.
What's so great about it. So I didn't get a chance to tell y'all because I was off on Friday, but Thursday night I did the art show at Art Museum TX in Sugarland Town Square. The weather was so bad, y'all, that we are actually doing it again on Wednesday. It's going to be this Wednesday from 6 to 8. I mean, it was bad. I had people messaging me oh God, we can't get there. We're flooded in. We can't go. So we're going to do it again this Wednesday because I got a lot of people saying, hey, I want to come by and get a painting. I couldn't do it. That being said, we still raised a couple $1,000s in the middle of a monsoon.
Nice.
But it's going to be, we have a ton of paintings left. So it's going to be this Wednesday from 6 to 8. Same place, Art Museum TX in Sugarland Town Square. It's right next to City Hall. You see City Hall?
In Sugarland.
Yeah.
Not Houston.
Right there.
Yeah, no weather predicted.
It's supposed to be a good day. We can actually have people come on out. And
raise more money.
I love the fact, people, because they had things priced, and they're like, oh, that's a little high. And I said, hey, you tell me what you want to donate. You're walking out with a painting. I'm like a used car salesman. What does it take to give me in this new car? What does it take to get you this new painting?
So that's going to happen on Wednesday. And then Thursday, we do the live broadcast, the whole team all day. Now, let's get to the business at hand. I walked into the room. And because I have a bloodhound nose, I go, what's that smell? There's a weird smell in here. I
smell something stinky.
And then Kevin says, is it onions? And if you hadn't said that, I wouldn't know how to identify it quite yet. But it kind of smells like onions that sat in your car for too long. You forgot them in there.
Interesting.
I can't take any more bad
I
smells.
was not struck with this smell, but I was struck by a fun story that Sam had. Fun for me to hear, but very rough for her.
So Sam was
this
like, did you text her?
Yeah.
Kevin, did you text her? Sam's like, no way, Rula, no way.
There's
What is
no
it?
way you smell that. It is lingering in my nose hair. Okay, so
What is it?
I read, I kept going down the rabbit hole because
Okay.
Santiago is very congested. And with
Okay.
it being winter, people get sick
Sure,
more
of course.
often. And so I was looking at a natural air purifier. And so
What's a natural air purifier versus a regular?
red onion.
Stop.
Something that's
I
going to
swear
cut
to God.
through his sinuses.
Yes. So you
Hold
cut
up.
up a raw red onion, right? So I cut it in half, and then I only have a fourth in his room. I put a fourth in his room of raw red onion.
Red onions are sweet onions, too.
It smells so bad. And then Rula, he pooped. He pooped this morning. And so I walk into his room and I get hit in the face with red onion and baby poop, and it is lingering in my nose hairs, and I want to vomit. I can't get it out.
First, I can't get past the fact that you think a red onion sitting in your baby's nursery
that is
is
the
a great
weirdest
idea.
wives' tale
Are
I've
you
ever
kidding
heard.
me?
It was
You're
like a
kidding me, right?
wives' tale. No.
What is against the plug-in little humidifier
You
thing
ever hear of Vicks?
that makes
The
that
vaporizer?
Yeah, put some Vicks on his feet, put some socks on him while he's asleep.
Normally I do, but I felt like that
Girl.
wasn't working. So
Really?
I was like,
so you want to reek out your house and that baby's nursery? I'm surprised you didn't cry like he was mad at you from the stank in his
He
room.
was fine, but now he's going to smell like BO at daycare all day.
Oh, my God.
Did you tell the daycare staff, hey, my baby stinks like
that's
red
cold.
onions?
No, I did not.
Did you?
I
Was
not.
the onion just out like in a little bowl
It was
in
in
his
a little
nursery
bowl.
or what?
Yes, it was in a little
like
bowl.
next to his crib?
It was farther away. It was more by his changing pad to give him, not
So-
up in his face.
Well,
But
why
kind
am
of
I
in his
smelling
face.
red onion?
I,
Or why am I smelling
I
onion?
think it
old
literally
onion?
just
Stuck to her.
stuck to me.
Oh.
Like if I come near
It's
you, you'll
possible.
smell it?
I
Hold on, let me
probably-
see. Hold
It's
on, I'm
possible.
I keep spraying
You're wearing the
myself.
onion.
I keep
Yeah.
spraying myself because it's lingering in my nose hair.
Let me smell you.
You can't get that smell off you.
No, I smell
No?
What about my hair? Or my bag?
No, it smells like shampoo.
Okay. So it's not Sam. Somebody just was probably in here over the weekend eating fast food.
Oh, yeah.
It smells like soap. You're fine.
Are you
Maybe
sure?
it is in the trash can because they don't take out the trash from the weekend
No, they
until
don't.
tonight.
They
Okay, so
don't.
maybe that. But
It was very
swear
strong over
it's
here where I sit. Like this, it's almost like somebody left like the remnants of their sub that had onions on
Yeah.
it and it wrapped up in paper. Is there food under here?
Maybe there's food, but I swear, like, it's lingering in my nose because I tried this stupid
Maybe
onion
it's
thing.
not onions, and because he said it, he tainted me. But
Maybe.
I smell something.
Okay.
But yes, you definitely have it stuck in your nose, but I don't smell what you
Oh
smell.
my
Sometimes
gosh,
when
it's
you
awful.
get a
It's
smell
awful, guys.
in your
Hilarious.
nose and you cannot get it out.
Yes.
Okay, so
People are
How do I-
texting gross Sam.
I know,
You're supposed
I'm-
to put it in his sock.
How is that even
I've never
better?
heard
That's
of
what I'm
cutting
saying.
an onion and putting in your
leave it in
baby's
the room.
room.
In his
No, I've never
sock.
heard of that.
That's what people say. In his sock,
Okay.
you do potato or you do an
no,
onion. I'm not
you
putting
put
an
a little
onion in
Vicks
there.
on the bottom of their feet
Yeah,
and you
never
put a
put the
sock
socks
on.
on.
I'm never
them.
doing this again.
Okay, listen,
Never doing this
the
again.
onion and the sock thing, though, I thought that was for like if you rolled your ankle and you want to cut the swelling, you strap a half cut white onion to your
No,
ankle
it's supposed to
and you
take
wrap
like
it
the
in bandages.
toxins out. It's supposed to be like a.
Oh my God.
natural
640,
healer.
we're doing old wives' tales. That's it. I'm calling it right
yeah.
now. What is the most ridiculous thing you've done? Because either you read about it or your grandma
man.
told you about
I
it.
don't recommend
or your
this,
mom
guys.
is telling you got to do this or else you're not going to get this. Oh my gosh. Sam, they're a poor baby.
I know,
In
but
a room all night with a red onion just
Well, if
sitting
he's
in a
stuffed
bowl.
up, you can't smell it.
He didn't cough really at all last night. He did not cough at all, which is shocking
Because
because
he
he's
was like
been.
stifled from the onion smell. He couldn't make noise.
I don't know. But
He's
the
retching so much.
smell this morning was so bad.
God.
I'm never doing it again. You're supposed to leave the onion there for like 2 days, and it's supposed to turn black from all the toxins that it gets
See,
out of the
I've
air.
heard of like
Commit to
garlic.
it. Commit.
No, Kim,
Garlic
it's already
is
in
a
the trash.
good
It's already in the
natural-
trash.
Garlic is a good natural, like.
I'm not putting
thing to
garlic in
have.
his room. I need
Wait,
someone to
garlic
like.
is a good natural what, right?
I mean, it actually.
Vampire
your
repellent?
dad
Yeah.
used to eat it all the time.
Well, that's
and
for your
it's-
heart.
It's a
That's
detoxifier
totally
too, though.
different.
I
I'm
mean,
not
it's
giving
like
him onions.
I didn't say eat
You mean
them.
garlic.
I mean garlic.
Garlic
Sorry.
goes through your pores when you. My dearly departed
Oh,
father.
It's like
had
nature's
whole
antibiotic.
cloves, and it's supposed to help your heart and all that, and comes out through your pores. It stinks, but my dad had this thing about not ever smelling. Like I could smell garlic when we'd cook with it or if it was out raw, but I
Yes.
never smelled it really like on him. But my dad used to drink like the broth if he boiled greens or. That's supposed to be really good for you. Or like
It is good for
beets.
your health.
Okay, and then he would eat like raw garlic cloves with his salad that has like red vinegar and olive oil on it with some tomatoes.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of things my dad did. My dad passed away at 79 years old, and ultimately he died really from diabetes. However, he lived to be 79 because of the way he ate, even though he had diabetes. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because you could prolong your life with different ways you eat your diet, but no. Little baby Santiago is the stinky little red onion poop baby today. And that poor child.
He is.
You don't want to take on the reputation. Oh boy, here comes Stinky Kid.
Somebody said putting an onion in water and leaving it in the room, not by itself. Mask the smell with water, LOL. That's a new
Yeah.
one. Or onion for teething. Please explain on text
I
how
did
the heck
that with
works.
him. I did the
What, you
green
rub an onion in their mouth?
The green onion.
look,
Like a spring onion.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did that for him, and he smelled like BO for
What-
like 3 hours
Oh my
afterwards.
gosh,
But it's supposed
Sam.
to numb his gums so that doesn't. I can't with
Do you
onions
think
right
it
now.
worked?
He wasn't fussy after the onion, but I just can't. I can't.
Oh,
It's lingering in my
Memchi.
house. I feel like everything
Oh my gosh!
smells. It's in
you
my
gotta
nose
get one of those.
hair.
Oh man, I wish I'd known to bring you this. I went to Bath and Body Works and I got candles on Friday because they were $9 for
I
the
may
3
have
weeks.
to light one in every
I
single
should get
room.
you the pine candle because that one's real strong
Yes.
smelling, and put that Christmas smell in your house. Hopefully, it won't be Christmas and onion. It'll just like overpower the onion.
Will that help?
And hopefully it'll help. I don't know, but that's definitely what we're talking about 640 because that is ridiculous. Coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, Nick Cannon has I think 8 children now. I gotta really double check my numbers, but
I thought it was
it's
more
8.
than that.
I think it's at 8 now.
Okay.
Anyway, the amount of money he spends every year just to take them on vacation.
Oh gosh.
Wow, holy smokes. You're rich when, but still, even this rich guy's like, holy crap, I'm going broke. Anyway, there's a lot to talk about in Scoop. It is brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. Let me start this out real quick about this whole, yesterday was Sunday football. Before I get into this Nick Cannon thing, yesterday was Sunday football. If you watch Sunday Night Football, the Chiefs lost to the Green Bay Packers. And just that it's on
big
in our
deal.
house. Just that it's on in our house. And my son is really into football, watching this with my husband. And my daughters only know the Kansas City Chiefs because of what?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Travis
No.
Kelce.
So when the Green Bay Packers scored at some point, my son is like, wow, awesome. And then my oldest daughter goes, no, it's not awesome. You want the Chiefs to win. Just because of Taylor Swift. This is how the Taylor Swift, you cannot escape the Taylor
Wait, they
Swift
didn't watch
Travis
the
Kelce thing.
Texans? The Texans won.
Well, they weren't on Sunday Night Football last night.
Ah,
Texans
still.
were midday.
And didn't say we
Yeah.
didn't watch them. We did watch them. Yay, Texans. That was great. But there's also the highs and lows of yesterday's game. But the point of the story is Taylor Swift is very strong in the world of anybody Taylor Swift fan-wise because she's dating Travis Kelce and now NFL's on the radar. there is a couple who traded Taylor Swift tickets for a free wedding venue. That is how sought after Taylor Swift's concert is. This was a story from last week. I want to bring it back around. It was from Friday. So this couple got married at a place called Vintage Rose in October after giving the person who owns the venue tickets to Taylor Swift. She wanted to go so bad to the Eras Tour with her child that she was willing to give up a free wedding venue day. Like, she did not charge them for the wedding venue. She traded 3 Taylor Swift tickets
Wow.
for the wedding venue.
Wow.
I went to a charity event on Saturday night, and there was, I don't know who's got the access to it, how they got it, but it was like a suite to Taylor Swift at her Indianapolis show in 2024 for the Eras Tour. And there was like a huge, like the things that we get here at the radio station from record labels when, you know, like an artist sells a lot of albums. We have all this cool stuff on our walls. And it's like, you know, back then it was like the CD and it shows how many platinum albums that sold and blah, blah, blah. It was like one of those things, a Taylor Swift signed guitar, a Travis Kelce signed helmet. I was like, oh my God, in the charity game now, it's the Travis Kelce helmet and the Taylor Swift guitar.
Wow. I can't imagine how much that went for.
I didn't see how much it went for, but I was thinking, wow, that's really something else. But yeah, sorry, Chiefs fans, y'all lost last night. So I'm going to blame Taylor Swift now? Because Eric's not here today, but years ago when Tony Romo was dating Jessica Simpson, I mean, you know, 3 million years ago.
Everybody blamed.
Eric was so mad
I'm
when the
sure.
Cowboys lost that he smashed a glass picture we had of her. He was so mad.
It wasn't just him. It was a lot of people.
A lot of people, but they were like, I can't believe it. She's distracting Tony Romo. He's sucking as a quarterback because he's he's distracted with this relationship. I'm waiting for that to already start, right? Because he already got in trouble. Travis Kelce got in trouble for not having the best performance after going to Argentina to see Taylor perform, and then the Chiefs didn't do well. So just saying, I wonder what's going to come up today. All right, so Nick Cannon has 12 children, and 6 different mamas over the years have given him 12
So it's
children.
like 2 a mama or what?
I don't know how many to each mom.
Some of
I know
them-
2 with Mariah. Those are the first 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Another one
So-
has 3, and then I think the others are like 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And so anyway, you know, we all know it's expensive to plan family vacations. Here's Nick Cannon talking about how much he spends, and doesn't even say how. I think he says 6 in here. If I have to re-listen to it again, it's not even all 12 kids going to this place for this much money. Here's what he says about traveling to the Mouse's house.
You know how much money I spend at Disneyland a year?
We can imagine.
I got 6, so I kind of know.
imagine.
What?
Give me the
'cause
percentage of the
the
company.
crazy thing is because I used to host Christmas morning at Disneyland,
Right.
and so I used to get that Disney bag. Like it was like, and it was there were perks. So all of that stuff was free.
It's no longer free, huh?
It's no longer free, and I only had 2 kids then. So like to be 12, so, and every birthday, Chris, like I'm literally at Disneyland at least once a month, and to move around Disney, like I'm probably spending $200,000 a year at Disney.
Oh, my
At
God.
Disneyland.
Yeah, because you got to pay for the chaperone.
You got all of
Your
that.
kid
Well,
can't
first of all,
be-
Disneyland is expensive
Already.
up
Absolutely.
top. Like if you're trying to stay in the hotel, and now it's not how it used to be. Like you got to make reservations and stuff like so. I'm spending $200,000 a year at Disneyland.
Now,
Wow.
nobody's forcing you to do that.
Well, I'm just saying, like even rich people will complain how expensive it is at the Mouse's house.
Yeah.
Because those tours, if you've ever looked into, if you go to Disney's website and you look in to get a private tour, I think now it's like up to $500+ an hour to get one of those Disney employee cast members to take you around the park to get on the rides. And you have to have like a minimum of 6 hours. And that's, I think, up for
wow.
6 people, maybe up to 10 people. I don't know. I've never done the one from actual Disney. I know there are different tour companies that are third parties inside the park, but the perk of having that much money to have the Disney cast member take you around is you can pick the time you want to go. Let's say you want to start at 1 p.m. and go hard until 8 p.m. They will take you the back way to every single ride. If you use a third party tour guide, you got to get in there and the 6 o'clock crack has of dawn and do like the early magic hours and try and like navigate all these rides because they have like their intel of which ride has a chance for you to get on now. Versus Disney just makes
Oh,
that
wow.
call. Like if we all went together as a group and we wanted to pay Disney, and we could say, well, we're going to start at 2 o'clock today. Those third party companies would be like, well, you're crazy for starting at 2 o'clock. We won't get you on all the rides you want to get on. But with Disney, they control it because it's their house.
Makes sense.
So you can do whatever you want.
He's not hurting, though. He's making over $20 million a year.
I'm sure.
I'm looking up how many kids he
Sure,
had with
it's
each
fine.
mom.
That Mass Singer money.
that
it
Masked
is.
Singer money,
He's
it
getting
is.
paid $20 million just on that.
So, of course, with
Holy
Mariah, he had his
crap.
first twins.
Yeah, he's getting paid $20 million on that.
Wow.
And then I thought that, he used to have his hand in everything. And
He
then
did.
They really cut him back on a lot of stuff. Because I don't think he has.
I think he got a
half the
little
stuff he used to
overexposed
do.
there for a while.
Or maybe just running thin. How can you do all that at the
Right.
same time? So he's got 3 with one mom, twins with another mom, twins with Mariah. Most of them are like two baby mama per. Like two
Yeah,
babies
bees
per
per
mama.
mama.
Yeah. And 2 baby mamas.
Baby mamas.
12 kids. 12.
Think about all that child support,
children.
too, that he's got 12 different kids. He
And
recently
how does
told...
he have so many twins? That's impressive.
I don't know.
Well, 2 sets.
Got
so
some
far.
strong seed there, I guess.
Seriously.
I
And
mean,
all
but
of his
he told
kids
the
have-
LA Times last month that or about 2 months ago, that he makes $100 million a year.
Well,
Jeez.
possible.
Not doing
Possible.
No.
What's his agent fee on that? Ever since we did that Tom Cruise thing on Friday, I kept thinking, every time I read a story now, I'm thinking, like, what's the... Ever since I've known the Tom Cruise thing, we brought it up on Friday, that Tom Cruise years ago, when he first became the $20 million actor, they cut it down to see after fees and agent fees and this and this and this, what he actually made, agency fees, it was like $6 million take home. And that was like, I feel like 20 years ago. So now I'm thinking, like, every time I see a celebrity sign some big deal, I'm thinking, what's the agent fee? Ever since I saw Jerry Maguire, like, if you see a $100 million contract for a sports... for an athlete, a professional athlete, I wonder, well, how much is that actual take home? Remember when like J.J. Watt got the $100 million deal with Texans? How much was that actual? Because in football, it's different than baseball. Baseball, you get the whole thing no matter what. I think in football, it's a giant signing bonus, and then they break it down, and then if something happens to you, then
we
you
should
don't
all
get
be
all
so
the rest
lucky.
of it.
It'd be nice. I wouldn't worry about it. It's like
No, I think
winning
it
the
is-
lottery and complaining about paying the taxes on it.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
No,
like,
no, I'm not saying you are.
Yeah,
Just saying, like-
the numbers, the number crunch of that is so interesting. I was trying to explain
great
to my kids
problem to
last
have.
night how
It's a great
the sports
problem.
guys make so much money. I go, do you know how much money these guys make? Like, there's one guy in the field that he can make like $84 million, and like the newest guy is making $600,000.
Yep.
And of course, to kids, all those numbers are just giant anyway. But my 12-year-old goes, how can you make $84 million and the guy next to you is not making as much? I go, well, it's all about how famous you are and how your deals went and how excited people were for you. And then guess what happens? One bad injury and it's over. You got nothing.
That's true.
And
If
for-
anything, we learned that yesterday during the Texans. I mean,
Okay, so I didn't see it to see the end of the game, and I was so mad.
Tank
And I
Dell's
know
out for
that-
the season
Yeah,
now.
I know that we won in the end because we intercepted the end zone, but what happened to Tank?
He fractured a fibula during the game against the Broncos. So I didn't get to see because I was flying back from New York. So I'm just like watching the highlights this morning, the clips. So he's out for the rest of the season.
I'm sure he is.
Broken left fibula.
Yeah.
And we'll miss the rest of the season, as I see here. Because last night during the Sunday Night Football game, there was a pretty bad injury. They wouldn't replay it. They said,
Oh, yeah, when it's that bad.
Yeah,
they
when
don't.
like
Yeah.
there's a bone sticking out of the
Right.
that stuff's
they
nasty.
said it's too
Graphic.
too much
Yeah.
to show.
Yeah.
We're not going to replay that injury. And I
What a
was thinking,
fun
when-
game.
That's what I'm saying, Kev. I just can't get
Not
on
gonna let your
board.
son play that, are you?
Me,
Never.
no.
I
My-
thought
and-
you were asking Kev.
yeah, I thought you were asking Kevin.
The
No.
way, I know, but for some reason it
I know, it's
came
funny.
across
Yeah,
that
yeah,
way.
I know.
That was
Kevin,
funny.
did you
I was
watch
like,
the movie Concussion with Will Smith?
Absolutely. And
Wasn't
then
that a great movie?
That just kind of solidified my thinking.
Yeah.
This is kind of a rough game.
Yeah.
Like, someone's going to get hurt.
Mark won't let Santiago play football.
Your brain
I'm
is
sure.
not
Same.
supposed to be
Same
jostled
with
like
my
that,
husband.
period.
No, absolutely
Y'all, my
not.
husband played football from 4th grade almost to college until he was, again, injured and dreams shattered.
Yeah.
And he, as much as he loves football, he loves to watch football.
Yep.
He loves to
Yep.
watch football with our son.
Mm-hmm.
We both agree, like, he'll be the first to tell you, MJ's not playing football.
That's how Mark
And
is.
MJ's probably built for football because he is a beast. He does pretty well at, I feel like he's doing well at baseball when we can get him, he's only, he just turned 9. But we just were like, no,
Yeah.
not for you, son.
Baseball, tennis,
Sure. Golf,
golf.
bowling.
Absolutely. There's a lot of scholarships.
There's
for,
got to be some
like-
other Haas sports out there. You know,
I mean, you could be like,
shot
look at
put.
Jordan Alvarez. I feel like he's a hawk and he's hitting
I want
that.
Santiago to play like
Shot put,
hockey,
curling.
and all that.
Oh, hockey's pretty brutal too.
I know. I don't think we're gonna-
you get a little tussle
You don't have
there.
any real teeth if you're a hockey player.
I know. He doesn't have any right now, anyway, so it'd be fine.
Well, I think he'd like to have some someday.